of course, number 5, Kwame Brown. We will say it many times tonight, regardless. Doug Collins is looking on, saying, all right, what do we have exactly in this number 1 draft pick? And Brian James says that at this point, he's a little raw.
Yeah, he definitely is. Obviously, you have to remember, you're looking at a player in high school, John. How many players his size is he competing against on a regular level? But he does have a tremendous work ethic. He really goes at it. And if anybody's going to make him work hard, it's going to be Doug Collins. He will push regardless of the situation, regardless of the player. He will get the most out of Kwame Brown. And they felt that he was going to be able to come in and do exactly what they anticipate him doing because of that.
Selfish with some good pressure on the
NBA experience, as well as having the high draft pick.
The guys who got some decent minutes as well. There's Kwame Brown, and that's what you're talking about at 6'11", able to face up and make that shot.
And some
had good post position, but brought the ball down to the small guys.
And then with the zone rules now, you have to be even more careful because everybody collapsing. There's Kwame Brown showing that nice soft touch from the foul line. You can see Mark Blount not really giving the youngster a lot of respect, basically saying, hey, big fella, you make a couple of those before I'm going to come out there and play you.
Joe Crispin out of Penn State. Kwame Brown again launches the jumper and again knocks it in. And yes, they might start thinking about extending that defense.
Well, Blunt to back him up and calmly knocking down that jumper. Again, showing a little bit of confidence. Watch this here again. Blunt comes up a little closer, a little jab, straight up with the jump shot.
A nice little start here by Kwame Brown.
Best high school player, again, top pick coming into the NBA. Skills to work on. He has to prove he's worthy of being a number 1 pick. How are you going to do that? Live up to your potential. What you have to do is understand someone's in the lane hanging out too long away from their man. Makes it a lot easier to comprehend for everybody.
Good point. Kwame Brown showing,
regardless of your size, if you can do that, you can be effective. That's a pretty good move there. Just couldn't finish from a week under there.
Crispin drops it back, but it was a tough pass to handle. Kwame Brown got in there. Crispin for 3 after the catch.
Now watch the angles right here. Going for the ball with the wrong arm, Kwame Brown, but able to get the basketball because of his long arms. So playing the angles offensively as well.
The Wizards all tied up at 15 apiece, and if the youngster was a little nervous, you didn't know it. Knocking down the jump shot, played defensively as well. Kwame Brown, youngster, welcome to the Bigs. After spending maybe 2 or 3 weeks as a starter.
Did play in a rookie all-star game.
Yeah, he did. Let's check in with Mark Jones, who's standing by with a proud mama.
Yeah, John and Leo, arguably the proudest mother in the building in the Clark Center tonight. Joyce Brown, Kwame's mother. Joyce, what went into your thinking when he decided to go into the NBA? Did you want him to go to college? Did you want him to go to pro?
I can't really say because I thought he was going to be at college. I wasn't sure, but like I tell everybody, give God all the glory because of the fact that I was seeing some visas recently, and thank God for Greater Works, Pastor Mark Baker and Pastor Jeffrey Munson, and all the Greater Works family. We teach faith in them, and we really have a lot of things going on in that place. So when I was started seeing the premonitions of what's going to happen, I knew what he was going to choose all the time.
Kevin Garnett, when he came out of high school, brought a lot of his support system up to Minneapolis with him. Do you plan on making a move up to Washington, D.C. and spending a lot of time with Kwame up there?
I'm not going to say because I have a lot of things to iron out first. So right now, I will be going up there just to make sure everything is straightened out with him and stuff like that.
You were relating to me just a few moments ago your first experience with Michael Jordan. What was it like meeting him?
A lot of fun because I have 7 boys, and I told him he reminded me of one of my sons. And he laughed like that because, like I said, I do see the resemblance. And this draft is really a miracle, and it's all coming to pass for what I have been seeing. So I'm excited about it.
All right, Joyce, good to see you. Thank you for the interview. And boy, you've really raised a very poised son beyond his years.
Thank you.
All right.
All that good.
All right, guys, back to you.
Well, Jonesy, it seems like she's already been through the NBA's classes on how to handle the media. She knows all about the situation. She handled Mark real well, handled Michael Jordan real well. Johnson gets it on the iron, but it won't drop. Kept alive, but finally it's Kwame Brown who comes up with the rebound. Got to get it back out to Edwards. He finds his way in, but Kwame Brown says, no, sir.
And here, and Kwame Brown going up saying, Mr. Edwards, you're going to have to come up with something a little bit better than that. You might want to win.
You know what was nice about that for a youngster? The patience. You could see him wait and wait. So many guys would be over anxious.
Characteristic of a great shot blocker. Wait till the offensive player leaves and commits and go. Really going to have a lot of fun offensively.
Kwame Brown with it. Shot clock is down to 9 now. Brown looking to make things happen and does. That is the skill of a 6'11" guy who can put it on the floor with the handle.
Yeah, and you love a guy not afraid to take that contact, John. He went in there. He knew he was going to get hit. Once he put the ball on the floor, Kwame Brown knew there was going to be some contact, a little hesitation, going right up and focusing in on the bucket. That's the hard part, John. You know you're going to get hit, but you want to still try to make the play, not just get to the free throw line, but get there shooting a three-point play.
And one of the other things impressive about Kwame Brown to me is when I've seen him interview. He's very poised, gentlemen. And Mark Jones made that point with his mother a little earlier. Extremely poised.
Yeah, and I like the things he says, John. You talk about not just poised, but confidence. Telling Doug Collins, if you take them, you will not be sorry. You won't regret taking me. The key now is really establishing where he's going to play in the NBA, John. I don't think he's a true center. I think he's more of a power forward that can step out and play a perimeter game as well. It's going to be interesting to see how his game develops.
Got Dion Glover and Raja Bell. Dion Glover had 25 points last night. What do you think of the young kid so far, Kwame Brown?
He's surprising me. You know, he can put it on the floor, and I didn't know that, but he can face the basket well. And he's knocking down jump shots, and he just made a great move taking it to the hole. So I think he's going to be a great player in this league.
Is he playing like a 19-year-old, you think?
Nah, I think he's playing a little more mature than a 19-year-old. But I think he's going to be a good player, though.
Roger Bell, meanwhile, you're with the Philadelphia 76ers. Your season finished up very well personally and from a team standpoint. Boy, before you joined the Sixers in the final, you've taken the long route as opposed to Kwame Brown, who's taken the short route. How do you feel about someone who has instant success like that?
I think it's great. You know, I wouldn't wish my journey on anybody. If you can make it the easy way, I say go ahead and do that. So, you know, it's a pleasure for me to see someone as young as him out here handling himself the way he is tonight and making a good showing for himself.
Roger Bell, guys, signed with the Philadelphia 76ers, had a storybook season. Back to you guys.
It has been a storybook. Joseph Forte now looking to drive down. Brown, nice job defensively moving his feet. Cedric Brown just absolutely flew on that one. The lob for Forte. Six have a 39-30 lead. Kwame Brown, the high schooler, #1 draft pick with...
Guys, Kwame Brown actually just got a few comments from his coach, Doug Collins, exhorting him on, trying to encourage him, and really actually trying to shield him a little bit from what's happening here. A bit of a media circus, and Doug Collins shielding his prized rookies so far, but Kwame Brown seemed a little bit encouraged as he walked off the floor and into the Washington Wizards locker room for the first half of play. All in all, Kwame Brown, guys, 9 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 3 for 3 from the line. He's in the league, at least part way.
Kwame Brown, the 19-year-old #1 draft pick out of high school. His coming out party, at least in summer hoops, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 3 of 7 from the field, the leading scorer for the Wizards.
Yeah, Kwame showing that nice touch here. Defensive effort going after the basketball. Solid performance in that first half.
Showing the ability to put the ball on the floor, too. Face up.
Yeah, knocked down a couple of jump shots. Did a good job defensively.
4 on the shot clock. Kwame Brown recognizing, and he has hit 3 shots from that exact same location.
But at the other end, you know that Brown has made a couple of these shots. Blunt has to get up, make him put the ball on the floor, do something different.
13 on the shot clock. Brown gets it. Goes to the free throw line again, this time off the back.
Now, here's something you'd like to see. Mike Henderson explaining. When the officials explaining to Kwame Brown how you can play a man in the post, what you can do, denying how you play it.
I guess is the potential.
Well, exactly, John. That's the big advantage that it's a shorter season. You're accessible to the NBA. And somebody is so quick out there.
I don't think Kwame's...
Take a look at Kwame Brown.
Remember, these 6'11", folks.
And just completely caught Mark Butt standing still.
I don't think Kwame's going to spend any time in the developmental league.
A lot of great influences in this young man's life. From his height, you have to put that ball on the floor, makes such a difference. And Here's Kwame Brown again, showing his abilities. Tyson Chandler, now with the Chicago Bulls, and of course Eddie Curry, another very physical player with great size around the bucket. They call him Baby Shaq.
This is the guy out of all those high school players that Michael Jordan and the Wizards felt was the best of the bunch. He's been pretty impressive to them.
That will give them a great chance to develop their skills. I think he looks as comfortable as any rookie that I've seen for us very early in the season.
He called Kedrick Brown spectacular.
That you can't locate him.
All right, guys, back to you.
A little give and go there. You know, and one, mad skills. That's skills with a Z, Leo.
And when you say mad skills, John, you're not talking about the average game. You're talking about a guy that can extend and get to the bucket, take it to the hole, and only be 19 years old, right out of high school, dealing and wheeling on grown men.
Kwame puts it on the floor, into the paint, pulls up at the free throw line. Can't get the roll. Oh, no. That's when it's not going away. Kwame Brown knocked it back in for the Celtics.
They tried to pull it away. Ball got caught in the rim and right down into the net.
Players, i.e. Gary Payton, friends of his, work out, find out exactly how close he is, what level that he is playing